to do this for your practical exam. So you will have to section out the 9 basic steps, and we won't be rolling the whole, like the full head, but you guys will be rolling a good chunk of it. Okay. All right. I just smacked myself with water. Okay. So when we look at the sectioning, okay, we're going to break down. So this we do it into a mohawk. So if you look at section 1, it's going to be in the front. Section 2 is going to be more on the crown, and then back into that high occipital, and then section 3 will be the nape. Okay, and then we have 3 sections on each side, so it totals up to 9 sections completely. Now I'm going to walk you guys through this. The best way to do this is to set up your mohawk first, because your mohawk is ultimately going to be the part that if you get this perfect, all the rest of them should fall in line. Okay, so the way that we're going to do this, if you guys pick up a perm rod, take a look at a perm rod, you'll see that they have bumps on it. You guys see that? Picking them up. Grab one. Here. Phone a friend if you need to take a look. Grab one from your neighbors just for a second. You can put it back. Okay. So there's bumps on them. Okay. So when you guys look at it, you'll notice that towards almost to the outside, there's a little area that doesn't have the bumps. You guys see those?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we're sectioning, you want to make sure that the width of the section stays in between this non-bumpy and do you see the very outside how it has like lines instead of dots? You guys see that? So you want it to be in between, in that little dotted area in between the horizontal lines and the naked space. Okay? So when we are sectioning these, we're going to start here. You use your perm rod to section it, right? We want it to be on the flat of the head. We don't want it to start going on that parietal ridge. So it should be on the flat, and it's going to come all the way back into that nape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to take my comb, put this in the center, and I'm going to do a little spot that's just like this, and then comb this down. Okay, and then I'm going to put it back here. I'm going to take my next one and then come back. So the key to this too is also getting those straight lines on the curved head, right? So we want to make sure that it's coming even back and that nothing's coming in like a triangle. Okay, because that's a lot of times what happens is we'll go this way to come back, and then it ends up coming in. We want it to be pretty even and uniformed all the way throughout. Okay, so I'm going to do this to get my first one in, and I'm going to cut this pretty much right at that apex. Okay, so my first one's going to go here, and you want this line to be nice and clean. Sectioning for your perm on your practical exam is probably one of the biggest parts of the grade. Okay. So these nine sections you're going to want to really get down. So I'm going to come in here. I got a little string hanging from my arm over here. It's bugging me. All right, so here, and then now I'm going to take this guy and we're going to Zulu knot it up. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you can see your section lines, right? So I don't have any of these overlapping anywhere. Place this bad boy in here. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, all right. I'm not mad at that. Okay, so now that I have that one, this one's going to ultimately set me up for the rest of it all the way down. Okay, so you guys will be standing behind, but I'm going to come through and you're going to take this and I'll go all the way down into the nape. Now remember, the nape isn't as wide as the rest of the head, right? So it is going to narrow out a little bit as you move down to that way. So I'm just going to push this out of the way like that. I don't know how well I did, but I'm going to check it in a minute. And then I'm going to come down to this side and then come back all the way down into that nape. Boom, I'm going to move this over and out of the way. There. Boop. Okay, and then from here, you'll split this one. So what I like to do is I'll combine everything in like this and give it a little turn, because then you can see those section lines and see what they're doing. And yeah, I ain't mad at that. I need a little bit back right here on this side to try to make it even. Boom. That one comes over here. Sorry, friend, you can't go over there. Okay, and then right from here, you guys are going to cut at that high nape, low occipital. Okay, so it's going to come right here, about ear level. You ultimately, if you were to take this line, it should continue up and be like right at the top part of the ear. Okay, and then knot this up, and then you'll knot up the nape. Cool? So let's get the mohawk done first, and then I'll walk you through the rest of it from there.